Hello guys and welcome to Minecraft Mega Construction City Edition with me, Posit Plum.
Me, Howling Westy.
So, I feel like this is going to be part one of kind of what's probably going to be a bit of a crazy build, I've got to say.
Quite
We
possibly.
we are going to be expanding the theme park, stroke zoo, stroke whatever this happens to be, into a sort of fully fleshed out build, because that's going to be pretty crazy. I mean, I feel like at some point we are going to have to sort of go back and do the supermarket at some point and sort of get that fully finished up, because like it's kind of getting me. Like I kind of want to, like I want to get that build sort of fully finalised and sorted. For now, I think it's time to get ready with a bit of a crazy theme park going. What do you think, Corey? Does it sound like it's going to be a bit of a
Yeah, I
plan?
think it's about time. I was wondering if you wanted to use these sort of bricks for the path.
That could be kind of cool, actually. That sort of differentiates it, doesn't it? So one thing I think I'm going to work on initially is just kind of like a sort of like a skeletal structure, I guess. And I think some kind of gates would be kind of nifty, right? Uh,
I don't know. I feel like we kind of need some sort of ticketing booths or something which says, yeah, you need to buy a ticket to use this ride, sort of thing.
yeah, like if like let me see what
Maybe we
we
just do like a wristband system, and you got a guy stood out in front of it, like, yeah, mate.
would have been like. Yeah, have some have a wristband on us. I think I'm gonna go for a bit of a blue and see how this looks. It looks a little unorthodox. I get it. What if we kind of went for something like this? It's just kind of like the main entrance gate. And then what? Maybe some crazy. Like I kind of like the idea of just having like some really like cool crazy colors type things. Um, so I feel like the main path be here. And then if I build like identical ticket booths, um, here, right? This could work. So should we have like one as like an entrance, maybe one as like an exit gate, as opposed
Two
to having.
gates.
Well, no, as in like one gate, but one's like the entrance and one's the exit.
Oh, right, I see. Yeah, yeah, I think so. That's how they'd normally do it, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah. So if I kind of have it kind of go off like this, so this is like the main entrance, and you kind of, I guess, spurts you out here. Maybe it'd probably be a decent place for it to kind of spurt you out, and this is just kind of like the standard uh, exit, I guess.
I'm kind of
Um,
having a bit of a problem with the random vehicles being in the floor.
oh, what the minecarts.
Yes, mine.
Object successfully summoned. What are you summoning? What are you summoning, Corey? I don't know if I like the sound of this crazy shenanigans.
I'm summoning some bumper cars, man.
Some bump cars.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like if I have a crazy little door or something here, maybe. What sort of door do we
There was
want?
a report that came out recently, and it said that the average Minecraft player is 24 years old.
24.
Did-
Is that seriously the 24? It seems kind of crazy to be honest. Like when you sort of think about it, it's like seriously.
I think it makes sense though. So, yeah, as I was saying, the average Minecraft player is supposedly 24 years old.
I do just.
I think it makes a lot of sense though when you think about it, because Minecraft first came out in 2011,
Well, that was
and
when
it
it's
was sort of,
wasn't it? Well, I feel it was in a beta state before then, though, right?
yeah, like Alpha first came out in like 2009. You got to think it was like our age group getting into it when we were teenagers more
It
than anything.
it is kind of crazy, really, when you think about that, I guess. But
You got to think as well, a lot of kids have moved on to games like Fortnite and stuff.
Yeah, I suppose
Minecraft's kind of become like an older people's game.
an older people's game. Uh, See, so I've got kind of a ticket off. I would kind of like a no entry sort of sign, kind of like saying, um, maybe what's the road mod called?
E car mod.
Is it just called the car mod? Yeah, okay, I believe it's called. I was going to use to stick some arrows on the floor and just to kind of be like, hey, like don't come this way if you're, So
Yeah.
this is the. Do we need the COVID one-way system?
No, because Plum Labs completely cured COVID.
So we don't actually need to worry about having any crazy.
I suppose like a theme park slash zoo would kind of have arrows telling you where to go anyway, like which way is the entrance and the exit and stuff.
I guess so, yeah.
Like if
Uh,
you're coming in from the road, you don't want to be walking straight to the exit door, do you?
well, I guess not. No, that's a good point. Right, so if I have the arrow like that, that's kind of nifty. So yeah, we've got kind of a nice sort of one-way-ish system for the entrance and exit now. I love how you see moved. So we've got like a little archway now and like a big archway.
Big nine, indeed.
So yeah, so that's like the main ticket office. And then do we want like any kind of what's like the first thing we want people to see? Oh,
No, I mean,
you're sort of sticking with the blue and purple theme for the wall. I like it.
I
I,
just thought it kind of makes sense.
I'm thinking, do we want a Because I was thinking for the first build, what if we build a water park? How does
I
that?
build like some water rides around.
I think that'd be kind of cool. Like
Yeah,
an
you see, I don't want to finish the wall off until we know where everything is in its final location.
okay. I'm thinking if this is where the bumper cars and the track's gonna be, what if we have like the water park kind of here-ish? So we kind of have like I feel like going with a kind of obviously a blue theme, given it's going to be. Actually, I don't know, 'cause I don't want it to be sort of encompassing the entrance. If you will, so if this is like the main entrance, I don't kind of want it to just obscure where people are gonna go. If this is going to be like the sort of direct path, if you will, then we
But
kind
we
of want,
kind of need to give people a bit of space, if you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. So, like, we don't want anything like immediately at the entrance. Maybe some like benches and things.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do, guys, we'll have a bit of a brainstorm on how we're going to do this, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. So I've just built kind of I guess a pretty basic pool to start off with. I've not gone for anything too crazy. I think what I'm gonna do is use some nice kind of dark stone bricks. It's kind of like a nice outline for the pool. I've got a sort of like a blue glowing block on sort of like the rim of the pool. So hopefully that should look kind of nifty. Yeah, my
I
plan is
think
to.
I'm gonna get started on the zoo part, by the way.
You don't want to help me with the water park?
I don't know. I suppose we could sort of break it down instead of doing theme park part one, theme park part two. We could sort of do water park as this episode, and then zoo as the next episode.
Okay.
So yeah,
All
we'll
right.
do
So
this
yeah.
episode water park, next episode zoo.
So I think I think the outside of the pool looks kind of nifty. I think I'm gonna start working on some water slides. I'm sort of planning. I've sort of like graded the pool, so I've kind of got like stone bricks. I'm gonna expand these out just a little bit more. Maybe bring them to like here. So yeah, so I've sort of got it. So I'm gonna have like the kids slides here, and then like so the medium slides here, and the bigger slides are gonna be down here. That's kind of the plan anyway. So I think what I'm gonna do is just get some pretty basic kind of kid slides built.
What we could use to imitate water slides. Fine.
What are you thinking?
So the viaducts. I think they are sort of like water slides.
That could kind. That could, yeah, I guess that could kind of work actually. That could be. I hadn't actually thought of using those. I did sort of wonder like, what are we actually going to do? I suppose the only thing is you can't really have water going down, which I suppose is the only kind of the downside, I
But
guess.
like,
But
if you use your imagination, you can just think, "Oh, you're going down a water slide on your stomach," sort of thing.
yeah, I guess so. Because I know we do have some slopes. We have the. I'm not sure this is a diving board. This is meant to be like. This is meant to be like for kids.
I quite like having a diving board there, especially the Mr. Crayfish one because it's fully functional.
Well, we can have a diving board. It's probably not near there where we're having the kids slides. I think this is like as a basic kid slide though. That's not like the crazy end of the world. Um, and then should we go for like a medium sized slide? How does that? How
So
does?
if you want in a slide, you can actually have a slide.
Oh, well, we do actually have. Oh, well, that is actually kind of nifty. I feel like. Do you reckon if we have like one maybe over here and we have like one of those slides over here, for instance? Well, we could even have a couple of them really.
Trouble is, it's not really a water slide.
I mean, I suppose if you use your imagination, it kind of works, I guess.
Mm,
Um,
I don't know about that.
all right. So next, I think if we go for like a nice medium-sized slide, how does that sound? I think I've got an idea for.
I am gonna actually do some water slides. I think.
Cause I've got an idea for how I'm gonna sort of spiral this dude up a little bit, kind of make him look all fancy. I'm gonna build the plum slide.
Plum slide. Ooh, okay.
How does that sound?
It's pretty interesting, man.
As long as it sounds pretty nifty. Okay, so then if I have it kind of if I have it go like there, for instance, I can then kind of have it go up this way. I just sort of need to angle where the slide's actually going to go. So if I kind of I don't want this to be too big actually, so I think if I have it extend to there. But yeah, I think viaducts are basically going to be our only option realistically for getting a kind of a nifty
Like the
slide.
cool sort of like tubular water slides. Yeah, it's kind of the only option, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's not, I guess, ideal, but I guess in times like this you kind of gotta do what you gotta do.
Indeed.
So if I kind of get my viaducts now open it up, and I can have this as there is one thing I have discovered, Corey, you can do with these water slides. Like have a look at this one that I've just made. And there's one feature or advantage these slides have over actual slides. You don't even need to use the stairs. You can literally just use the slide backwards. I mean, if that isn't a pretty cool water slide, I don't know what is a cool water slide. I mean, admittedly, this one's not overly impressive. I kind of admit
That
that.
is pretty cool, to be fair. I'm sort of going for like the traditional Minecraft water slide where it's just water going down.
I feel like I need some fence, otherwise I'm gonna get some pretty angry parents kind of going, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Hmm, definitely. Bit benign.
Okay, that also kind of needs a block there, because that's also a little bit unsafe, shall we say. I do kind of like how the fence has sort of ended up floating. I'm gonna build it down because otherwise it looks a little bit insane. Got some floating fence box. So for this fence, I'm probably just gonna expand the. Yeah, I think that looks better actually if I expand the platform itself, and then just kind of rail it up like that. Yeah, that looks. I can live with that. And as long as it kind of matches up on both sides, even if I've got one that's obscenely higher than the other, then I'm happy with that. Whoops. That's a little bit too high actually. That needs to come down to about there. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna keep that. I don't want to do this. Yeah, there you go. That looks better. Okay, so now I've got it kind of all nice and uniformly done now. I might. Yeah, I don't want to stick an extra. Yeah, I think it looks a bit weird if I don't have like an extra support coming down for the stairs there. I mean, you know what? For kind of like a first little attempt slide, you know, I think I'm pretty happy with that little the plum slide. It's kind of when it goes into
Cool.
the. It's very quick. I've got to be honest, but you know that's kind of cool. Oh, okay, so yeah, you really have gone for like this sort of the traditional Minecraft water slides.
Indeed, indeed.
Whoa! What have you stuck on there? You
I
stuck.
used the plastic ropes. Ooh.
You literally you just fire off. You don't even go down. You literally just fire down at like a speed of knock.
I mean, I
That's
suppose this
insane.
will be like the speedy one, and then the one next to it, I'll use a non-fast block to be like a slower slide.
There is one thing we could do though. What about a lazy road with some boats?
Good with bows.
Like a
That'd
late
probably be a separate thing from the pool.
what? Having a lazy road?
Indeed.
So is this going to be like the grand finale of slides then at the end, or we're going to have like another crazy loopy insane slide?
So yeah, I'm just gonna do like another one of these slides, but instead of using road, I'm gonna use something that's not gonna make you go 200 miles an hour.
Okay, while you're doing that, I think I'm gonna plan my pièce de résistance kind of slide. Okay, guys, we're back. So I'm just doing a little bit of crazy backdoor redstone shenanigans, basically. I think I can kind of do some stuff with this. I might ask Corey to come by in a second and be like, "Hey, can you fix this for me, please?" Because
You what, mate?
I'm probably going to see the cover over there just to cover the redstone torch. So I'm basically doing like an elevator up to my crazy slime, which I've nicknamed the Dragon.
Dragon. Nice.
Does that not sound like a kind of like a slide you would love to get involved with?
Possibly, yeah.
I think for this of mine, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'm probably going to have to use repeaters, which is a bit of a eh. Because it just means that it just overcomplicates this bit here, which means I want to extend it, say here. I then get a repeater. Just due to the proximity it's in the floor. Just otherwise they just have a different delay, and then I get grumpy because they have different delays.
Makes sense.
So I can, if I do this, hopefully, why not working? Oh, I haven't attuned to the right frequency. That's why. So now we have a successful elevator that just needs to be covered up. There we go. So that's all the crazy redstone covered up. It probably needs a bit of fine tuning, not gonna lie. But it's not really the end of the world. A minute. I don't quite get. Oh, I've just realised why this keeps happening. I've just realised why this keeps happening. That's a little bit derpy of me, if I'd be honest. Basically keeps pulling that
What's that?
block and then taking it with it, which isn't great, I've got to be honest. But it's a thing, so we're going to do a thing, right? No, don't start doing well at it. That's not what we want. We don't want to start doing well at it. Vertical lights. Maybe it's going to change some colours around. Let's give like a red and green theme like we have before. This one I need to attune to that one. I think we should basically be good to go at this point. There you go. So now we have access. So you press that. I mean, okay, you can see the pistons on the inside. Not a massive deal, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say we've had worse janks than that. So that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna start.
You reckon?
I'm gonna start the slide here. Actually, you know, I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna go even crazier. You know. And I'm gonna use some glass to kind of allow people to see what's going on. You're a crazy man going on a crazy slide. I think you should be able to see. Okay, not the redstone. Let's maybe not do the redstone. Let's just stick with like a glowing glass, so you kind of get a nice view of the park and the city and stuff. I kind of like this idea. I think it's kind of cool. I'd say so anyway. Do we want to leave it open? Yeah, why not? Just gotta hope you don't get rained on, I guess. Okay. So I'm first going to try and get it to come out here, and I'm probably going to have it start coming down like this. So I'm basically just going to sort of have a slide that sort of does the loopy thing, basically.
Interesting.
I
The
kind
thing
of
about doing a water park in Minecraft is we don't need to obey the laws of physics at all.
that is kind of true actually. I mean, I'm gonna try and make mine look a little bit realistic in the regard of, you know, it's a slide. Okay, it's like, you know, held up here, and I'll make it rest on like a block there. There we go. Then you can say come round here, rest again on like another, because I don't want it to look too crazy unrealistic and unstable. If you get what I'm saying, right?
Of course.
Have it sort of come down and just sort of go down and around, and it's basically just gonna give you like, you're probably gonna feel a bit sick if I'm honest. It's just gonna kind of like just come round in the loop.
How do you name a viaduct?
You just use a crescent hammer.
Hammer.
I'm almost tempted to just kind of have it just drop you in like the middle of the pool and just be like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm literally just gonna have it like drop you. No kinda, no fun, no nothing. Just literally just drop you straight in. Does that sound
The
kind of cool?
crescent hammer thing isn't working.
Well, you crescent hammer the end of it. To name it, you just empty hand right click.
Right, okay.
Okay, so let's go for a test drive of the dragon. Whoa! That is actually pretty insane, I've got to be honest. I'm quite liking that. So I think what I'll do, guys, is we'll be right back once I've done a little bit more. Okay, guys, we're back, and the water park's looking pretty done, I would say. I'm kind of liking the way things are going. I've added a few decorations for the dragon. I'm just going to go and sample Corey's slides we've got going here. So we've got the Rising Steve, the Simple Steve. We've also got the Mole, and what's this crazy one you're going to be renaming? Oh, that's the Python. So I'll start with the Simple Steve, because I sort of feel that's going to be the kind of the nicest. Woo, that's kind of jarring. Actually, I was expecting that to be a kind of a more light one for the Simple Steve. Let's go with the Rising Steve. I'm guessing that has a. I'll be honest, like The Rising Steve is actually not as bad as the Simple Steve. I'm kind of surprised about that. I've got to be honest.
Maybe I'll rename the Simple Steve to like the Falling Steve or something.
Well, you could just swap the names around. Like I think the like the like
But the thing is, it's called the Rising Steve because it goes up. No,
okay,
the
okay. So
Falling
it
Steve
just kind of
just
makes
goes
sense.
down.
I'll go with the mole first. I feel like that's going to be less. Woohoo! This is interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. It's called the mole because it deposits you actually in the water. Well, that is
Indeed.
kind of cool. And then let's go with the Python. Let's see where this goes. I feel like this is going to be your crazy one that sort of does all the crazy loops around the back. Yeah, but
Indeed.
for a water slide, this is pretty. I mean, it doesn't abide to the laws of physics, but it's pretty insane. I'm guessing you just got to imagine you've got like a jet of water and it's sort of like like gushing you through and kind of.
Indeed.
Okay, yours the Python is somehow ended up being even more crazy than the dragon, and I thought the dragon was going to be pretty crazy. So if I give you like some one last introduction, guys, of the dragon, if I just call I guess maybe not the best place for the fireplace, I've got to be honest.
You know what though? I've had an idea. You could sort of have like the Dragon One.
For some
On the
reason,
other side, you could have like the Dragon Two.
have you called the elevator up here or something? I can't for some reason call the. I th- oh, I see. I think maybe the redstone sort of got a bit weird. Okay, let me go fix the redstone, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, pretty simple fix. It's just the transmitter that just for some reason decided, hey, I don't want to exist anymore. So the elevator is there. It's just I think we can cover that up at a later date. So yeah, so hopefully now if I'll send the elevator back up to where the dragon is, and hopefully when I bring it down, in theory the piston should retract. Why are the pistons not retracting? This is kind of not very good.
I have
I
no idea.
suspect it's possibly. I see what's going on. I believe the redstone torch is being a bit of a pain because it's got a block above it. Okay, so I'm plainly gonna have to figure something out with this because this is a little bit of an annoyance. For some reason the receivers have also disappeared as well. Okay, something's gone a bit weird here, guys. So I'm gonna see if I can resolve it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so something's gone a little bit weird with the transmitters. For some reason they disappeared from the world, and now I've placed them back, and they're just kind of being all pay. I'm not really gonna work. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Goodbye from Post and Plum.
And hello, Must